Well, I'm out here with Carlene. We're out at Tsugawa Nursery. Carlene, we're talking houseplants today. You know, there's been a resurgence of houseplants and people's interest in that in the last couple of years. But there's also people that are a little bit intimidated about how to get into houseplants and what to do. But you know, today you brought some great starter houseplants of how to get into it. So what do we need to look at for houseplants?
So if someone were to come into the store and said, where do I start? I would definitely say right here. We have some Sansevieria snake plants. We have some succulents down here, and we have some cactus on this side. This is a wonderful place for people to start. The Sansevieria comes to us from East Africa, a very arid region. It grows on a rhizome. So in terms of water, I might water a snake plant once every 8 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then the succulents, they need a little bit more water. I might water a succulent once every 4 weeks.
Okay.
And then the cactus, I think it's important to remember that in their natural environment, they only receive 2 to 3 inches of rain per year.
Right. I mean, they're in the desert, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So if you want to mark your calendar and water those cactus once every quarter, that's a great place to start.
Okay.
These succulents, they do need a little bit more light. So if you have that south or east facing window indoors, this is a great location to put all of these plants.
Okay.
And if the culture is met with the cactus, they do have some magnificent flowers.
Right, I've seen some of those real pretty hot pink blooms on them.
Brilliant, beautiful colors, just fantastic plants to grow with minimal care. They do like, however, a very arid, sort of porous soil.
Okay.
They don't want a soil that's going to retain a lot of moisture, so it's important to get a good cactus mix with these particular house plants.
To get that drainage.
Yeah,
and then when you're doing a container like this that has the mixture, it's probably important to make sure you're picking the right plants to go in that mixture that all have similar growing conditions.
Yes, you want the same culture for these plants. The nice thing about this container, I do have succulents here that need more water than these other two plants. You can spot water them specifically, so you're not watering the whole container at once.
Because you have sizable enough where you could do it.
Yes,
that's a good tip to remember.
Exactly.
But then if you also didn't want to do a mixed container, you could also do them in an individual little pot.
Yes,
too.
you could. As you can see here, I have some examples of a succulent just in its own pot and cactus as well. They make great little window sill plants, pop a color. Something you can nurture if you don't want a pet. You get home, come home and see your plant on the windowsill.
Or make a little, great on the little desk or or just
absolutely.
Make a great little hostess gift.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
And then if people aren't into like the succulent or the real arid drought tolerant and wanting to go more kind of that leafy tropical look, you have a couple here that
I
do. That too.
I would definitely start if I was brand new to houseplants and wanted something with a more tropical look. I'd start with the spalatheum, the peace lily. It has just beautiful, vibrant green foliage and these really elegant white blooms. It does like a little more light, so you wouldn't want to put this in shade of any kind. Bright ambient light is the best. It can take some direct sunlight, but I would recommend morning sunlight and not that hot afternoon sunlight. It does like more water. I probably water this one in this 3-inch pot probably once every 4 days.
Okay.
The nice thing about the peace plant is that when it's thirsty, you'll know, because it'll start to wilt right over.
It's going to start drooping down.
But the nice thing about it too is that once you get that water on the plant, it just comes right back. And the other thing that's nice too about this white bloom is that if you fertilize every other time you water, it will bloom for you the entire growing season.
Which is a great trait to have.
Absolutely. So if you have a nice white sort of neutral decor, this is an excellent plant.
And then the other little guy right there.
Yes, and so I have this little Chinese evergreen. This one is called Hot Pink Valentine. It's also a really great place to start in terms of tropical foliage. It does require some more water like the peace plant does, but they don't want to be overwatered. So if you let this dry out between waterings, that's the best thing to do with this. And I've noticed too, when I put this in my windowsill at home, the more sun that it gets, the more vibrant the mottling on the leaves. Yeah, so definitely a sunny sort of location, get some direct sun in the morning, be just fine for this plant.
So I appreciate being out here with you today out at Tsugawa Nursery. You can come out, visit your knowledgeable staff. For more information, you can come out here to the nursery. You can go to your Facebook page, you can go to your website, or you can go to gardentime.tv and we'll click you open. So thanks for having us today. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for coming.